Hey guys, it's the Delphine here. If you haven't been watching Game of Thrones Season 8, make sure you watch the last episode on DSTV Mnet Channel 101. Make sure you catch it. I've been watching with my friends. I was here last night watching episode 5 with my friends and I'm not even finding it funny. I'm upset. I actually didn't wear any makeup because of this stupid episode. I'm that mad. I have a lot to get off my chest. This is a purging episode, so bear with me if you hear some words that are not quite couth or, queenly, but who cares? It's all about the mad queen, ladies and gentlemen. Daenerys, House Targaryen, has gone mad. Anyway, we saw the events leading up to that. We knew that she was running mad little by little. When she started with her bend the knee madness, we knew that it was coming, but I didn't expect it on this scale, honestly. And that's pretty much the only great thing to me about this episode. Okay, there are some other great things, but the fire everywhere was amazing. It was incredible. Dracarys all their asses, babies. Like, I was so excited to see all the fire and brimstone. It's obvious that Daenerys is an MFM member because she came with the fire, burn them all, they must die. Is it not funny how in season 8 episode 4, when Missandei's head was chopped off, everybody was screaming, burn them, they must die, fire on all of them. Episode 5 comes, Daenerys fires everybody and everybody's complaining. I mean, which one? You guys pick a side, honestly. So that was actually really dope. I enjoyed all of that fire, brimstone, ash, the chaos. It was a cinematic beaut, basically, But I have a lot of grouses with this episode, guys. There were so many cheap deaths, left, right, and center. There were scenes that made no sense to me. It's like they just carried all of the character development from season 1 to season 7, all the story arcs, they carried everything and threw it out the window because they're like, we're D&D, we don't need the canon, babies, we do as we like. I hear that these guys are literally on some island under a coconut tree, sipping on some coconut juice because they can't be bothered. They've been successful enough to make an episode that's gotten everybody angry. And the more anger we have, the more talkability value the show has, the bigger the show is. So these guys, in a sense, they probably know what they're doing. Like, we're just here shouting, making noise. Oh, this show is now stupid. They've messed up, blah, blah, blah. But we are making the show bigger by just talking about it. It's incredible. Okay, back to the grouses. Character development, story arc, Jaime Lannister. I think what they have done with his character is rather stupid. Like, it is so dumb, I'm sorry. Like, he finished knacking the knight that he knighted, one night stand, left her, went to King's Landing, was captured on his way by Dany's people. Tyrion frees him out of the kindness of his heart, and then this fool goes to save Cersei. I was thinking, based on Valonqa prophecy, that Jaime was probably the one that was going to kill Cersei, but it's looking like it's rock, wall, iron, construction that fell on her and she died. No, bam, 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 bam. I'm not having it, guys. Cersei Lannister cannot die like a chicken. She deserved a better, a sweeter, a more cruel, is it more cruel or crueler death? We needed that drama, we needed that thing. Now I understand how people felt when the Night King died. There was a lot of complaining about how it was too easy. This is how I feel about Cersei's death. I really didn't care about how the Night King died. In fact, I loved episode 3, but this episode 5, my brain, as in the remaining brain cells that I have after watching this show, they are not pleased, basically. Okay, more grouses based on character development. Euron Greyjoy, the fight he had with Jaime Lannister. Hello? Excuse me, from where? Why is Euron fighting with Jaime? To me, that scene was pointless. I know that they wanted to tie in loose ends and show how Euron died, but why Jaime? Like, I know you slept with his sister, but it didn't make any sense to me. So you want to kill the Kingslayer, or you want the Kingslayer to add another king to his list? Like, I'm sorry, but that scene made no sense to me. Like, I was just like, why? Why is this scene here? And then the way the fight scene, it was just bleh. It was bleh. Like, no, guys, D&D, please. Why have you done this to us? Why? Another grouse I had was the Clegane bow. Sandor versus, what's his brother's name? The Mountain versus the Hound, basically. We all know that the mountain is no longer a human being. It's not like some zombie type machine moving about. I thought it was funny how the Hound stabbed him several times and nigga refused to die. He just kept, That was epic, but I expected a lot more from that fight. I don't know, maybe our expectations are too high because GOT has delivered time and time again. But I expected more. I'm like, no, this can't be it. Is that it? Really? 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 And then he now had to dive over the balcony with the mountain. I mean, the Hound had to dive over the balcony with the mountain to kill him because they entered fire and plunged to their death, basically. Speaking of the Hound, I love that scene where he and Arya Stark, his sidekick, were walking into the Red Keep, and he turns back and looks at her and says, this is where your journey ends or something like that. You need to turn around. If you come with me, you will die, blah, blah, blah. And we could tell that Arya had a change of heart. The way she looked at him, you could tell that she listened to reason, and then she called him his real name, not the Hound. She said, Sandor, thank you. That was such a beautiful moment, well captured. That's one of my favorite scenes, the entire episode 5. Like, I was so blown away by that. How she became so gentle and so childlike. Arya Stark, the Night King Slayer. I triple. She really cared about him in the end. So that was really sweet. So in the midst of all of this, our auntie, the Mad Queen, is outside caressing all them asses, man. Like, she just, Dragon was just blowing fire. For the 40 minutes of the episode, I saw a meme on Twitter. Somebody said that Danny gave Dragon Baba Blue. So that's why he had enough ginger in his throat to be blowing fire for 40 whole minutes in the entire episode. But shouldn't Baba Blue be cooling down the fire? Anyway, you get the point, Sha. Like, man, Dani lost her damn mind. Burning up villagers, mothers, fathers, children, baby girl, no one knows. She just a fire burn there, You people don't want me to rule you, I'll be take it, To me, in retrospect, episode 5 is jokes, man. It's so much fun. Like, I watched a bit of it again and I was just laughing. Like, are you serious? This is how these niggas want to end this entire show, right? By burning up everywhere. Like, I love the scale of it all. I love the fire everywhere, people running about. That must have been a nightmare to shoot. So I appreciate the creators for giving us such a cinematic beauty, you know? But my grouses. Oh, my grouses. So back to Arya. After Arya left the Hound, we see her running through King's Landing, dodging rocks, fireballs, all sorts of things. She even tried to help a mother and child, and then she watched them burn. Then we see this scene in slow motion where she's covered in ash. There's soot all over her face. She's shedding a lone tear. Slow motion, music playing in the background. She's watching all the pillage and carnage. She's seeing all the dead bodies, the char, the suya, charcoal everywhere, and she's crying. And then everything just slows down and the music just sets in. That was a gorgeous, gorgeous shot. And the scene where a white horse appears and then she motions slowly towards the horse and pets the horse, and then jumps on the horse and rides off into the ashes. Wow, that was beautifully shot. Like, I was so moved by that scene. That's probably my favorite scene after her scene with Clegane. Yeah, that was beautiful. So yeah, I do agree, episode 5 wasn't all shit, but the deaths and the story arc crumbling and character development crumbling were my major gripes with the show, with this episode. Anyway, so that's pretty much what I have to say about episode 5. I'm not going to talk too much. It's been fun, guys. I think they did the best they could. It's still a great show. It doesn't take away from the fact that as a whole, Game of Thrones is still the best show that I've ever seen in my life. As in, nothing takes away from that. So everybody go do alright last. Meanwhile, D&D, they are chilling in one corner off the internet, having fun over the fact that they made a show that's making all of you lose your minds, going ape shit over what somebody wrote. Is this life not funny? Better go and look for what to do with your life. Once again, it's the Delphine here. This has been fun hanging out with you guys. Do not forget to watch the finale. Season 8, episode 6. I hear that there might be a secret episode, but that, you know, all these fans and all these that talk. Anyway, Don't forget to watch it on DSTV channel Mnet 101, guys. I'm gonna see you guys next week. Till the next one. Toodles.